How's it going, boys and girls? And welcome back to another DBCB Exotics live stream. My God, it has been a minute since we've done one of these. As you can see, we're not in the usual spot. I don't think I've actually moved around everything. I don't think I've done one of these lives like actually on the computer for a while. So this is the bird room. That was my office, and then time passed, and I actually put it into the bird room. So we got, of course, Dante, the blue and gold macaw, and then back there we got Annabelle. Good stuff. Just going to give this bad boy a couple more minutes, let some people fall in and talk about all the good stuff that we were going to talk about. For the people that are already here, let me know how your day's going. Let me see how the bird comments. Say the birds are pretty birds. They love that, and we'll get started in just a couple of minutes. Oh, fuck. Alrighty. Well, that took 5 seconds. We got more than 10 people, so I can get going. Yeah, it changed. We'll talk about the name change and everything as well. I was supposed to... The problem is I've been so, unbelievably busy. I was going to slowly introduce the new name change, and they're supposed to be live 2 weeks ago, and I kept pushing it further and further, and then I was supposed to reveal the name change in the new year, and then the new year happened. I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to send it, because if I don't do it, I'm never going to do it. So this is me catching up to all the stuff that I haven't been talking about for the past couple of weeks. Jesus, yeah, we got a couple people flowing in here. How's it going, folks? We got a bunch of people. I got some people I remember. We got Gary, who is a YouTube member. I can tell because there's a little crested gecko emblem. Very nice, very nice. Doing homework with my youngest, about to quit. That's never fun. Homework, I never wanted to do homework, and I don't have kids, so my homework days are over, which is absolutely fantastic. How was the second Avatar? Was it good? Is it worth it? I haven't gone to the movie theater probably since COVID. It's definitely been a couple of years since I've gone to a theater. Granny and Patternless I got from you doing good. Always awesome to hear. Yeah, go see it. All right, I might give it a go. Sweet. All right, we got enough people in here. I can get this thing started. So a couple things that I wanted to talk about. I don't know how long this live stream is going to be, but it'll be as long as it needs to be. Number one, obviously the name change. You guys, some people love it. Actually, a lot of people love it. I was pretty shocked at the amount of positive support I got. For people who are like, oh my God, I love the Annabelle. I'm talking, my guy. Come on. Some of you are confused. Some people didn't like it. So the reason I changed the name is, I've been complaining about it for a while now. It's just people can't say it right. And when I first did it, all those... Boy? When I first made it all those years ago, I thought it was clever, DBCB. It had a nice play on words, and so I thought it was good. But through the years of doing this, there have been so many people that have messed the name up, and I just got kind of tired of it. Asking people, the people would be like, "Oh, bro, what's your deal? Chill, calm it down, all right?" Birds, man, am I right? Long story short, people kept getting it wrong. I got tired of it. I had a couple of name changes, I think last year I was talking about it. I never went through with it, and I was finally like, you can thank KF Invertebrates. He was the straw that broke the camel's back when he said it wrong. I was like, fuck this, dude, I'm changing my name. Hence, Dakota Blue Exotics. People are like, what's with the blue? It was going to be my middle name. It's a lot easier to say than Burke, which is spelled in a really weird French way. So I wasn't going to call it Dakota Burke Exotics, because then I'd be in the same boat of people. I did not think this through, man. I was like, let's put the birds in the live stream room. It's going to be fantastic. And now I don't think any of you can hear me over all of the birds. Here's what I'll do. You come here. She just wants attention. That's all that she wants. Anyway, so Blue, easy to say. Dakota Blue, no problems whatsoever. There's still people spelling my name wrong. They don't put the H at the end. And are you gonna poop? And at this point, there's no excuse, my guy. Before, it was okay because you didn't know, but my name's right there in the title. So people that still say the H wrong, you guys, there's no excuse. You got to get it right from now on. It's right there. It's like it's like when you do a test and it's open answered, like you can read the book or whatever, and you still get it wrong. No excuse, man. It's just laziness at this point. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call you guys out from now on. No excuses. What do we got going on with chat? Find your love here. What the fuck? God damn it. The other problem I have is stuff like this. So because I put the name as exotics, I get porn bots, and they come in like all my videos because exotics is another word or a synonym for other stuff. So I constantly have to like be vigilant whenever I post a video because there's always going to be a couple of these bots coming in here. They've never done it on a live stream. It's pretty ballsy of the bots to come on my live and try this. Usually it's just on videos. That's funny. To be fair, you've been speaking about changing it for years. I had some dumb names. I think it was like Top something Gecko. The problem is all the good names are taken. That's what my real struggle is. I had so many like good ideas, but everyone already had it. So I don't know. I like Dakota Blue Exotics. It rolls off the tongue. Now when people like buy a gecko, my whole thing about it was people are going to buy a gecko and they'll be like, "Oh, where'd you get your gecko?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I got it from Dakota." Instead of like DBAV, it's like I got it from Dakota. Dakota's the one. So I like that a little bit more. It's a little bit more personable, and obviously since I'm pretty well, like I do YouTube pretty hard. Not like I'm big on YouTube, but I'm pretty present in social media. I think it just works a little bit better for the brand. So I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to change the name anymore. It's Dakota Blue Exotics. It works out. I don't know if I'm going to change my merch or not because it's just the abbreviated form, Dakota Blue Captive Bred Exotics. So I might change it. I might not. But this way, it's a pretty easy transition, right? Because it just goes from abbreviation to not abbreviation. I just cut out the Captive Bred because that would be way too long of a title if I kept it all. Yeah, it's protein, Annabelle. You want to get swole? I want to have some protein powder and get swole? I bet you do. A lot of people, man. A lot of people had trouble. I mean, I don't want to name drop, but Brian Barczyk, Jay Tomsky, my guy, they messed it up. So that was when I first started thinking about it. When Jay shouted me out on the podcast, he was like, DBVB VG Exotics. I'm like, son of a bitch, dude. This is my moment. This is my chance, and it was squandered because of those 4 letters. So it's whatever. It's fine. I like the new name. I don't really. I've been thinking about changing it for so long. It's just been something I've kept, just one of those things I had to get to, and I just haven't gone to it until a couple of days ago. I saw someone on Instagram failed to tag you on Instagram because your name was confusing. What video was that? If I'm not mentioned, I'm going to copy strike. No, I'm just kidding. Emperor Scorpion. It's a cool scorpion. I don't know what to go on with that. Honestly, I haven't really noticed the difference. I haven't had a problem with searching you up because one of my favorite on all my social media. Hey, I changed my name too. Used to be Betty White. Yeah, I remember the name change. The name change for you. It's just because I'm not like tooting my own horn like, oh, I'm a big YouTuber, but like 20K, it's a good amount. So even if you search DBCB, my video Dakota Blue will still pop up because of I actually don't know why, but I know that's how it works because I've done it. DSCB or whatever. You see what I'm saying? This is the shit I'm saying. No more. There'll never be another one of these misconceptions because you can't fuck up Dakota Blue. It's so easy. Sadly lagging out, but wanted to say hi. How is it going, my friend? Why shit like this, man? What's a Drim? Is a cool person. Check them out. They did my logo for the Cursed Tokay merch. Probably my favorite merch. I want to do some more designs with them. It's just about getting the funds to do it. Dakota, oh my, I swear to you. At this point, the Boa Boy, I can't help everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't get exotics right, there's not saving that. You know what I'm saying? Actually, Minion, you're actually really close, but not the right way to spell it. Close, though. You're missing a few letters in there. LOL, it wasn't that difficult to say before. People beg to differ. I feel like those pop up on all the TikTok lives as well, probably. I reported that bot comment. Yeah, I got it. I think I got it shut down. Dakota Blue is dope. I appreciate that. Could work on making you a new logo for the back of your shirts that have the full name and keep the front as the short form. Fuck, man, I suck at talking today. Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know. It's just kind of like it'll just happen in time. It's too much of a pain in the ass to go through all of the t-shirt designs and like change each logo. It's just so tight. I'll get around to it when I get around to it. I don't think it's a big deal. Plus now it's limited. This is a limited time, boys, where you can get the old abbreviated DB, the code. Fuck, I don't even know what to call it right now. You can get the old merch style, and after I change it, which I'll probably get to it eventually, you'll never be able. That'll be like it's going to be worth millions when, of course, I eventually blow up and become famous. So go on down to Teespring and get your limited edition merch today. It's like Duke Silver from Parks and Rec. You should start playing the sound. I'll just got Wise Dream. Oh, I get it. Yeah, Zoe, really cool stuff. Check them out on Instagram. What are your thoughts? What is your? I don't want to, guys. I just made this video. Let's talk about that a little bit too, because your nails are like wicked sharp. Here, go up here. Oh, you got it. Good job. Good job. You just hang out on the chair, right, little one? Obviously, you guys probably saw that video. I posted it yesterday. I want to say it did okay. I didn't work too hard on it because I just kind of want to like get the information out. Not really. I didn't want to like dramatize it because the whole thing was like anti-drama type shit. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. What I'm getting at is like I don't know. I don't know Jay. Like I know a lot of people don't like him. I've never. The thing is, I never want to judge someone now on base like only like what I want. If I were to say anything about Jay's Prehistoric, I would have to go to California and see his zoo, and at that point, I could make an informed opinion, right? I don't want to go off of just anything I see, any like 10-second TikTok or something like that. I want to be able to see it for myself before I start laying into anyone or giving critiques or anything like of that nature. I'm a new arrival to the channel. How long have you been actively trying to build your business? I started this business in 2019 is when I really started going for it. So I've been breeding geckos since 2015. So almost 10 years now, which is crazy. But I really started taking it seriously in 2019. So that's when I launched all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of that stuff. So I've been going hard for about 3-4 years, somewhere around that. I think I started YouTube a little bit later before all the other social media stuff. So 3 to 4 years. YouTube's not doing that hot. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I'm going to be making some changes while we're in like a downstream just because now's the time to do it. So I might start reverting back to like how I used to do my videos before I went kind of like vlog style, super clickbaity type stuff. I might go back to just like the regular stuff, a lot of educational pieces, just learning more about the breeding projects that we do here and just education on the project specifics. So like crested geckos, well, most geckos, and then large lizards, tegus, and monitor lizards is really the top stuff I want to talk about. So we'll do that. I'll probably revert back to top fives just because top fives always do well. They've done well for me every time I do one. So I just don't like making them. They're just annoying to edit. But fuck it. If you guys want the top fives, which apparently you do, I'll start making more top fives. I'll just sit on my ass and I'll rattle off 5 things and I'll edit it to make it look really fancy. And that's it. That's all what YouTube wants from me. I didn't know you had birds. Yep, we have 2 rescues. This is Annabelle. Annabelle I have had since... Oh man, Annabelle's like almost 10 years old, or is 10 years old, which is crazy. She used to be a completely naked bird, like no feathers whatsoever. She has a problem with plucking. It's a long story, but pretty much during the winter, she'll pluck her feathers out, and in the summertime, she grows it out, and that's just kind of her thing. Dante, I've had for 3 years now, so he's also almost 10, because I got him at 5. I got her at like 2 years old, I think. He was a big abuse case. They were like hitting him, screaming at him, that stuff. So he's like a lot of trauma, anxiety, super cage defensive, but he's come a long way from like being a total asshole to like actually being a semi-good bird. So this is their room. I have a bunch of stuff, which by the way, brings me to my little, I don't know what you want to call it, super chats, my friends. Any super chats that come on this video will be used to making a bird jungle gym. I need to take this shelf out. Annabelle's cage will go right here. And then I want all of this back here to be a giant PVC jungle gym. So you can take them out, they can climb around. I want to put like ropes along the ceiling. Bunch of cool stuff. Super chats go directly to that. And then you guys get to see cool jungle gym instead of just blank blue wall. That's my spiel to get money, I guess. I don't know. Never judge a book by its cover. People will surprise you. Absolutely true. I literally watched that video at work, totally not caring about anything else because I was sipping tea on You and Nerd. Jesus Christ. I've been saying it for a long time. And I mean, I guess if anyone, it is Donnie and New England Reptile right now. If you want to make it big into reptiles, like if you want to break into reptile YouTube, make drama pieces. Make a commentary channel. No one's doing it right now, and obviously, drama sells really well. I don't think you're going to be really good with the community. It's not something I wanted. I did it a couple times, like 4 times, and it does well on YouTube. But the problem is, it's not very kosher with the community. And I'm not just a YouTuber. I also have a business with reptiles, and I'd like to be cool with everyone in the breeding community. So it's why I've already like. The thing is, I've like stepped off from doing it, but this is like me coming forward and being like, I'm not doing it anymore. But it's been like half a year since I ever made one of those, and I never had any plans to do another one. But if you want to be big on YouTube and you don't care what anyone thinks, and you can take all of the hate you'd get, you do really well on YouTube making just fucking drama pieces. Do you keep spiders? I have 2 spiders. I don't know Latin, but I have a Arizona blonde and a green bottle blue sling, who's actually doing really good. It's about double the size as when I got it. Really excited about that. Just had its 3rd molt, I believe. I'm going to have to get a bigger enclosure for it here pretty soon. If you guys look closely enough in the videos, I have that converted 10-gallon with the lily white. If you look right on top of it, that's where the GBB sling is. I definitely prefer the videos about your own collection. For sure. After that bite video, I kind of went a little crazy with the clickbait stuff just because I was trying to like ride that wave. And it did well for a little bit. But push comes to shove, people are going to get bored of it. They're going to get bored of the vlog tile stuff because at the end of the day, I'm still a small fry in the community. Not many people know who I am. Not many people really give a shit. I don't really breed like really like okay, so like New England Reptile, right? Like so much shit. You could just walk around. I think I have probably 4 hours of content to edit into like 3 or 4 different videos. There's so much cool stuff that like you can just pull out a drawer and there's some really awesome thing. I don't have that luxury because I'm not there yet, right? And so it doesn't really make sense to keep making these vlog type videos when I just kind of like, I have some Cresties. Yeah, I have the cool Tokays, but it's really hard to film with them because 90% of the time they're going to hide. They're not very handleable. And then I have just kind of giant lizards, and you can't really handle the Argus, especially at this point. He's kind of being a dick. It's just difficult. So I want to get back to how I used to do stuff, get a little bit more educational, kind of like, I mean, not just like educational, like this is how you set up an enclosure. This is how you care for an African gray. Why is it plucking? I don't know. But kind of just like talk about more of like the business side of things. I've done a few of them. We talked about the 5 morphs to break into in 2023. I want to do a lot more like breeding style stuff, like how to switch up your breeding stuff for some of these gecko species. Stuff like that. A little more educational than entertaining like it used to be. And I definitely in 2023 want to be a little bit more professional than I have been. We'll still have the humor because I'm just a smart ass. I'm just a smart ass guy, and I can't really like. I'm never gonna hide it completely, but I'm not gonna be like as goofy because I've been taking the goofiness to like 110%, and it's funny. I find it entertaining. It's not the best for the brand when like you're like, oh, let's see who this breeder is, and it's just me being like a goofball, you know. So we'll still have humor, but it'll be a little bit more professional. There's something else I wanted to add. Hang on. Let me remember. Man, let me read chat and I'll see if I can remember what it was. When are we going to start seeing more Tegu stuff? Betty is cycling, I'm pretty sure. Tegus are down. Well, like Blue and I just did a Tegu video not long ago with ReptiZoo. But takers are down right now. Rosemary's was I like got Rosemary. I don't. Does anyone know I have Rosemary the red tegu? Hang on, I'm gonna do a poll real quick. I forgot you could do this. Engage with your audience. Start a poll. My mic's in the way, so this will be difficult. Did you? I didn't spell you right. Did you know I had a red tegu? Let's see. Let's see. I didn't spell it right, but it's fine. You guys understand. Let's see who's been following the DBCB Exotics channel very seriously, because I'll be surprised if most people say yes. Be honest too. Don't just say yes because I told you. Like, did you actually know, or were you like, are you just saying yes because I said that I have one? But yeah, Bertha. I've had Bertha for like a week, and then she immediately went to brumation. Blue and Bertha, or sorry, Rosemary. Blue and Bertha have been a little annoying, so I'm trying to like cycle them really hard and cut food. Oh hey, fuck man, Gary's TA Exotics. Dante's being a good boy. I'll start the fun. Super appreciate that 199. We're gonna that pays for one pole of PVC. We're almost there. I think the goal is going to be. $60 is the goal for the PVC jungle gym. I think I can do it because I have most of the materials or the tools to cut it and shape it the way I want. I just need the actual supplies for it. So $60 is my goal. So now we only need 58 more, and I very much appreciate it. There you go. I'm losing chat. I don't want to miss anyone out. I think that's what keeps me from the other live people is I try to answer all of the chat. I don't want you guys to miss, but like super chatting's cool too. It does help me out. I'm not gonna be one of those dudes who don't just answer super chats, but I do. They are nice to get. I also like them. Yo, hang on. All right, prank call break. Hello. Hello. They'll call back. They always call back. That's a bait. So I for people that don't know what my hobby is baiting scammers and scam calls. I try to keep them on the phone as long as I physically can. I pretend to be an old guy because if you're not an old guy, they'll just hang up on you. So a lot of these things, what they'll do is they do a bait call. So they'll call. I don't know if my webcam. They'll call, they won't say anything, they just want to hear your voice. If you sound elderly, like what do you sound like? If you sound upset, if they think you'd go along with it, and then they'll call me back in like 10 minutes or a couple of hours from now. So I'm on a list now that says, yes, call this guy. I get about 7 calls a day, and I waste like probably 2 hours of my life every day doing it. But God, is it fun making fun of them, man. At the very end, they get so mad. It's hilarious. I've been trying to learn some I don't know what's the Indian language called? Hindu? I could be fucking that up. So I've been like learning like derogatory terms in their language, and at the end I say it, and they get really upset with me. It's good stuff. That's how I pass my time, is making fun of scam calls. Would love to learn more of the lychees. I have a sassy one. You make me want a toke so bad. I'd buy it from you, but Canada, yeah, Canada stuff. Yo, Zoe, shit. I saw that pop up. Zoe coming at me with 10 Canadian, which I think is only like $4. No, I'm just kidding. Lovely little birds deserve to be spoiled. Sorry for the monopoly money. That's good. Yo, and then Minion Museum coming in with the $2. Awesome stuff. I don't know what Canadian transfers, so I'm just gonna say it 14, but it's probably I don't know what the transfer rate is. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. It is Hindu. Okay, awesome. I was right. Or not. All right, I'm gonna try to bug a quick like lightning round for this stuff. Love your geckos, but you need to show off the monitors more. We definitely will be showing off the more monitors. Chip, thank you so much for being upgrading to a membership, man. Please enjoy the emojis now that you can have. Don't ask me how to do it because I'm not 100% sure, but I know I put emojis in, and you have a cool member badge now. I keep going like back and forth. I'm sorry, guys. I'm usually not this busy. 27 members is pretty cool. I think like on average we have like 15 people watching or something like that. Monitors. So I am going to do more monitors. I hinted at in the last video when I was talking to Dustin. I am going to be doing some new stuff with my Quince monitors, trying to tame them out. We were gonna get a blue tail. I guess I'll spill the beans. You guys get like a little preview. We are selling Lilith. I'm downsizing my Argus project to just one pair. I don't know how to breed monitors well at the end of the day, and it's very difficult trying to track two females cycling and matching that up with the male at the same time. So I just keep getting infertile eggs, and it's starting to become very frustrating. And obviously, there's a large overhead when we're talking about these large lizards. So I did sell Lilith, the other female Argus monitor, the grumpy one, the larger girl who's has a little bit more attitude. She actually went to, if you guys know Mason Barnes, I don't think it went to Mason. I think it went to one of Mason's friends. So that was pretty cool. When I'm gonna go to Cali at some point next year, we're gonna do a collab with Mason and also Herp Time. And so you guys will be able to see. I'll probably go visit the friend as well, so we get to see Lilith and see how she's doing in her new place, which will be pretty cool. But at first, before I sold Lilith to him, I was supposed to do a trade with Cold-Blooded Kingdom and get one of their blue tails for it. They were just too busy, and then they came to me with money, and money talks larger than trades, so I ended up selling her. Maybe I'll buy a blue tail with it. I don't know. Yo, Melissa's Yard. Thank you so much for the $10. What are we at now? What's that number? I'm going to say 20. I got to start writing this down because I want to hit our goal and then we'll celebrate. I don't know what we're going to do because I didn't think we were going to hit the goal. But okay, so we got $10, right? $10. And then we got +2 plus, I don't know what the Canadian transfer is. I'll say 6 to be conservative, but I don't know what that transfer rate is. And then, oh shit. No, that ain't the right one. +2. $20, dude. We're like a third of the way there. That's fucking awesome. Thank you guys. But anyway, yeah, more monitor stuff. There's going to be more Quint socialization. I'm going to have to fix Bimson. I'll probably make a video about that because that'll be fun. An angry, fucking food-driven giant lizard that keeps trying to take more parts of my finger off. That'll be good stuff, good content. So we'll do it. The issue is socializing Bimson right now, and what I'm having a really hard time with is he's paired with Juno, right? My female Argus. So the issue with them is Juno has such a high prey drive that whenever I open the door, Juno will shoot out, which causes Bimson to like really get into that food mode. So it's very difficult breaking that when I have to do it with two lizards at the same time. So as soon as I see Juno's looking gravid, I'll remove her. And then at that point, we'll start working with Bimson once again. Yo, did we get another super chat? Yo, Tap, Snap, or Nap. That's a great name. That's good. Another $2. I'm going to make sure I add that first. Did you see any cool tokens at New England Reptile? I was not. There will be a toke video with Nerd. The issue is right now he's on the I don't know if he wants to talk. He's changing stuff with his toke stuff, so it's kind of like in construction, right? So I don't want to like say stuff I'm not supposed to say or anything, but it's stuff switching over there with his toke stuff, so I wasn't able to see him. But definitely in the future, we'll have a toke video with Kevin. It's just it wasn't a good time for it. It's just like not good. We also have Yvette Holmes. Did I say that right? I like botch it and like I put like a pronunciation that wasn't supposed to be there with the $4.99. I'm guessing it's for the birds. Brings us to $27, my friends. Almost halfway there. We've only been on for 30 minutes. Let's do this, man. Yo, let's just keep going live until we hit the 60. Or maybe I'll keep going live if we hit the 60. Yvette. So I did save it right. What did I say? Yvette. I'm just going to start saying Yvette from right now. Thank you. I'll get it right from here on out. All right. I gotta work on these. Lychees. We'll be getting lychees here in the spring. I have most of that loan paid off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the money I got from Lilith and pay off the rest of my loan with Richie for that lychee pair. So we'll have lychees coming in the spring. Very awesome. I love your geckos. Oh, I already said that one. I'm kind of glad to see no drama vids. Your blog stuff is fun. Yeah, it was tough. The drama stuff, like I said, it does great on YouTube, but it's just not something I want to continue doing anymore. It's not good for the brand. And I don't know. After the whole Kevin thing and just like what are you doing? Are you scratching yourself? Like it's like a little bird fro. I don't know why my webcam's so bad today. I need to go in my settings and fix that. I have really good. If you guys don't know, I have really good Wi-Fi now. and that's probably why it's streaming so good and why I'm actually streaming on my laptop or my computer setup instead of my phone. But really good stuff. I can probably bump up the resolution now because I have good internet connection. Do we get another one? Here's more money. Tap Snapper Nap coming out with the $10, dude. What do we have? We have $37. That's $23 more. $23 more, and then we hit our goal, man. And then the next time I go live, I'll probably do like a monthly live, something like that. So the next time you see a live, there'll be a whole bird. Okay, wait, new poll. What did this do? Let's see. We got 5941. All right, that's pretty good. I'm surprised so many people said yes. I think some of you are lying. I'm going to be honest with you. But hey, that's okay. I mean, maybe you guys really do like me. Okay. Should we do bird? It's so hard to type behind this mic. Bird jungle gym video? Question mark. All right, let's run this poll. Ask your community. Let's see what they say. Will that be okay? Yo, keep the Wi-Fi alive, Bakota. I'll say, dude, you give me $25. You can call me whatever you want. My vape just went inside my pajamas. I'm sorry about that, boys and girls. Thank you guys so much. We hit our goal. All right, I'll see you losers later. No, I'm just kidding with you guys. Thank you guys so much. Absolutely awesome. So then next month, there will be a giant bird jungle gym over here. I think I can $60. Yeah, unless PVC is ridiculous. I don't know. I haven't looked at the PVC pricing, but we should have like a very large jungle gym. So instead of the birds, like, he'll climb on his cage and stuff, but I want him to be able to like go all around. And then it'll just be like a giant like play thing where I can just take the birds out and they can go walk around and stuff. Stuff like that. Did we have 100% yes? How many people voted? All right, yeah, Bird Jungle Gym. Let's do it. All right, Bird Jungle Gym on the channel. That'll come out in whenever I get paid. Oh, that actually won't be for a minute. I get paid on the 22nd. So as soon as I get paid, we'll get that out there, boys and girls. Don't you worry. All right, shit. I am so behind. All right, really gonna shotgun these. Do you keep any other inverts? Renee keeps praying mantis and roaches that are not feeders. Giant hissing roaches. I don't remember what locale they are. That's awesome, man. I hope to grow my channel more as well. Other than hit pieces, what have the best videos been in terms of views? If you're just starting your channel, aim for SEO content. So care guides, enclosure setups, stuff like that. Pretty much what you want to do when you first start, because no one's going to be able to find you. And the only way they will be if they're searching for something. So your best bet as a small channel is going to be answering common questions that you see around. So if you go in like Facebook groups, so like one of my videos, I'll just do a brief one. One of my videos was everyone kept asking, what sex is my tokay gecko, right? So if they're seeing so many people ask that question, I made it into a video. So at that point, I could link that video not only in the Facebook group stuff, but also when people Google it, you're going to be able to see it because you've got videos, that YouTube video is going to pop up. So that's your best bet. Try going for stuff that's a little bit more niche. So like bearded dragon, crested gecko stuff is going to be hard to break into that because so many other people have made that style of content that are bigger than you. But if you have anything just like a little rare, I'm not sure what your collection is, so I can't say any, but like for me, the tokay geckos, because not many people, there's like two big channels that make videos on tokay geckos. And so it was really easy for me to break into that. It has a lower search volume, but the competition's not to be seen, right? So that just is what it is. Hello, idea, I do, but I didn't know her name was Rosemary. I think I don't remember if I said in the video or not. Renee named her, and I thought it was a good name, so I just kept it. I don't know what I wanted to name her, but I like Rosemary, so I just went with it. The one you traded the geckos for? Yeah, the day geckos. You'll love the vids. You should do another Tokay Morse vid. I definitely will. I definitely have a lot better editing equipment to make it look better than what it was. So definitely 2023, I'll do another Tokay Morph vid. I'm a little tight with more of the Tokay community people, so I'll be able to get like actual footage of every morph, unless they're going to be dicks and not give it to me. Yes, you posted her on Instagram before. Good stuff. Dante is being chill. Usually he's kind of loud. I'm surprised like how relaxed he's being. I think he's just like, I don't know. He's just happy to chill. Happy I'm in here. I try to get in here as much as I can, but obviously giant collection, it's hard to get in here. So usually I come in at like, I'll be in here at like from noon to like 3 or 4 editing and doing stuff and playing with them. Then I'll come back in the evening. We also have, it's off right now, but I got a radio. in the back. I want to keep their mental enrichment as well as I can. It becomes a little difficult when you have the size of the collection I have. Forgot what is your African Gray's name. Her name is Annabelle. Very good bird. She's plucking right now. That's just what she does. If she comes out, she plucks. She's like a neurotic, nervous mess. That's Annabelle. If you start a scam baiting channel, I will 100% follow you and also support that Patreon separately. I'm not good enough. I mean, like, I watch the scam baiter stuff. I don't have all the technology to like do a really good one. It's just me fucking around for like 15 minutes before they catch on. Dude, I follow Bait Call Center on YouTube. Have you guys follow Kit Boga? I think he's my favorite just because he has that longer style. So I'll listen to his videos while like doing reptile stuff, cleaning cages. He's just hilarious with his little like characters and stuff. All right, do we have like 100%? Like no one was against it? All right, I'll run it. Bird Jungle Gym video coming at you at the end of the month for sure. That would be a great YouTube channel. It took me almost a year to figure out the membership. It's confusing. I still don't understand it all the way, but I'm trying to like work on it a little better. There's more tiers now, so you get more stuff. This live stream is going to stay, but for my other live streams, you guys are going to be able to, like, the memberships will be able to view them forever. There'll be an archive of them, whereas it won't be like public. It'll just be members only as soon as the live ends. This one's going to stay up just because I want people to know what's going on for 2023. But other than that, that'll be it. Guests are different. Guests will stay public. We'll have more guests coming on live streams because I have a couple of cool people I want to just have on and chat with. Yeah, Lilith, way back. That was a while ago. I kept going back and forth with selling Lilith because I liked her, and I was like, no, let's keep her. But at this point, funds are getting a little tight. Obviously, this recession's hitting everyone, and I'm not excluded in it. So I gotta keep this business floating, and it's just skimming overhead. And Lilith, unfortunately, just was part of that overhead. Blue tails are cool for sure. I love blue tails. Probably one of my favorite. I don't know. There's so many cool monitors. They're in my top 5 for sure. I love them. I really want to work with them. I want to make content about blue tails because no one's doing it. People have a really bad reputation or have a bad ideology about blue tails, and I think I can change some minds and tame one out. I'll try my best at least. But first, obviously, you have to get a blue tail. There is one at New England. There's two you guys will be able to see separate videos. There's a breeding pair. And I took out the male, I believe, and holy shit, dude, that male was like unbelievably amazing. Like almost looked exactly like a tribrid monitor, which you guys don't know. Just absolutely fantastic coloration. Even as an adult, it kept that saturation, the colors. Do you want to go back? I'm sorry. She gets nervous when she's away from her cage for too long. You want me to go back in? There you go, baby. Good boy. And then there was another one that they had for sale, but they want a lot of money for it. I think they wanted like $1,800. It was a pretty nice monitor. Like it didn't try to bite me or anything. It was just skittish. But I don't have $1,800 to spend on a blue tail, which is a big bummer. Really healthy looking animal, but just not in the cards for me, unfortunately. To celebrate Get Bit by a Tokay, unfortunately, there is a Tokay somewhere in my house. There's one I couldn't catch. I have a lot of free roaming stuff when we had reptiles in here, and I don't know where one of them went, but I hear him, like every so often I'll hear him call. But most of them, we moved everything into the building. So all of our free roaming stuff is in the building, and all of our breeders are in the building as well. Which, by the way, I saw one of the males the other day. He is huge, dude. Like, he's a beefcake. I'm surprised. Like, the tail's nice and fat. He's giant. I keep my crickets open, the bin open, so they kind of just, like, if they're really hungry, they can just jump in and eat, and they can eat all the crickets that get out when I'm not paying attention and drop crickets when feeding. So, like, we got some fat geckos that are just free roaming in that building. If we hit the goal plus 40, you need to do a shot. I don't even think I am like, I don't drink. That's my thing. I guess you guys saw like a couple of drunk live lives, like way back then, probably a year or two ago at this point. I'm just not much of a drinker. I have so much stomach problems and it fucks with my stomach. It's like 740 Canadian. Canada is suffering. That's good shit. How's it going, man, in his hobby? Let me make sure. Opinion on large scale, fully bioactive tanks. I got 15 different plant species with some duplicates spread across 3 large Cressy tanks. That's super cool. I love bioactive. When I had a small collection, everything was bioactive and planted. They were all really nice vivariums. The unfortunate thing is as you get further and further into this thing, you got to cut corners. Well, not like cut corners sounds bad because like everyone's well taken care of, but it's just like it costs me. I can make a crested gecko enclosure for $30, including the bin, the substrate, which is usually paper towels, egg crate, all of that. Times that by the 15 breeders I have. We're about to have like 30 once these grow outs do grow out. And if I were to make like each one of those bioactive, it would just the overhead on that, it would make it difficult to keep the place going, right? Because there's always other stuff you need to focus on. Food is a big one. Electricity is a huge one. And then just keeping stuff going. Lights are going to burn out. Enclosures are going to get gross. They're going to need to be swapped. Stuff's going to go wrong. You're going to need medications or vet trips. Just you always need to have some money away for that stuff that's going to happen. And it's just bioactive. It's just kind of one of those things that it's a great thing to do, but it's a luxury, not really a need. I absolutely love them though. We actually are building one. That video will come out after the nerd one. So maybe next week or the week after. But it's very cool. 2x2x2 Zen Habitats. It's going to be for our super red tokay gecko. We teamed up with Josh's Frogs. They sent me a couple plants into their bioactive substrate. Really cool stuff. Excited to show it off. Hey, no H at the end of Bakota. F in the chat for the DBCB name, though I personally loved it. I thought it was clever, but people were just too confused by it. And, it is what it is. You can't... I was going to, like, be... what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Like, I was going to do it out of spite, keep it. Like, people are going to have to know me because I'm just going to be amazing. But it's just not how it's good. It's just not how it works. You got to have a legible business name if you want to make it. And when it comes to like word of mouth, I'm sure no one was getting that DBCB right when people were like, "Oh, that's a cool shirt" or whatever. "Oh yeah, you should go check out DVAC." You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't think it was I just don't think it was good enough. So this one, super easy. I'll be shocked if people get it wrong. I get PVC for free. I made all my snakes enclosures. I even get 10-foot sheets, but send them over, my friend. If you can get them for free, send them on over. I'm just kidding. I live in Connecticut. Oh, do you really live in Connecticut? I'm actually going to be going to Connecticut at some point to go see KF Invertebrates tarantula collection. So if you're for real, hit me up on Instagram. I'd love to get some free PVC. That'd be awesome. Do a taste test challenge where you try crested diets. I could do that. Are you serious? Are you gonna? Which one? Which one is it? Which one is it? Are you gonna be stressed over here? Or are you gonna be noisy over there? Because you can't have it both ways. I'm sorry, you just can't. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Do you ever sell holdbacks? I got a tank for Cresties for Christmas, and I want a super Dal. Not right now. Potentially next year if I'm male heavy. I am. That's another thing I want to talk about. If people are still like watching this not live, 45 minutes into it. Another thing is I'm switching. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to switch my business model with how I sell cresteds. I've had too many amazing cresteds slip by because they didn't look good as babies and they turn out looking amazing. So we are only going to be selling subadult to adult animals for the most part. There'll be some babies and young ones here and there, but for the most part, you're going to get at least a year-old animal to a fully adult animal when it comes to most of my new cow stuff. But so it won't necessarily be holdbacks, but it'll just be older animals. Probably next year in 2024, we'll have some holdbacks that'll release just because there'll just be too many males. But if it's a female, I'm more than likely going to be holding it back because I just need to up my numbers when it comes to production. I don't see why it's not possible to make a green eye Tokay hybrid. I just don't think anyone's done it. We're so like new to the Tokay breeding and morphs and all that no one's really taken the time to even try hybrid projects. Smoke weed? I haven't smoked weed in so long, dude. I used to grow, like, before that building was reptiles, it was for horticulture, I'll say. And like, just like, I was making so much, dude. But I just started getting paranoid with it. Like, it doesn't do well for me anymore. So eventually I have to stop. And it's probably been like 5 years since I've done it. I'm pretty straight edge, which is funny because I used to do like, I mean, you guys know the backstory. I used to do like every fucking thing in the book. And now I don't do anything. And now I'm like working out and looking at my diet. It's such a strange chain of events that I've done, has like gone through my life. I just not partake. I used to heavily, but not anymore. Not these days. At the end of the day, I just don't have the time. I'm too busy with all this shit that I don't have time to indulge in fun stuff, I guess. That sounds bad. I'm having fun what I'm doing. I just don't have the time to I don't have time to sit down. Like before, I would like binge whole seasons of Netflix. I would play video games for hours on end. And I sit down for maybe like 15 minutes, maybe an episode of something while I'm like eating a meal or drinking a protein shake or something. And then I have to get back up and do other stuff. I have to like edit. I have to make sure my socials are good, answering comments, blah, 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 cleaning stuff, taking care of stuff, making sure all my animals are mentally enriched and are doing well. It's just, I don't have time to chill anymore. It's kind of a bummer, but it's just, I knew it was going to happen at some point. I mean, I'm not like ultra busy, like larger scale collections, but it's now going through that phase. Why does it? I don't know what's up with my webcam and why it keeps doing that. It's kind of annoying. What up? You want to come down? Come down. Come here. I brought this stick specifically so you could do it. Yeah, it's right there, dude. Come on. You can do it. Yeah. You can do it. I believe in you. Cracker? Yeah, good bird. LO, over the summer, I free roamed my stick bugs on a rose bush on my bay window. One actually wandered away and wound up in the shower. My husband found her and wasn't very happy. That's good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. You're probably looking at like MJ's. No, I'm just fucking around. Yeah, no, not me, man. I'm like straight edge without being really annoying about it. Okay, I'll message you. I have a PVC at my house as we speak. Good shit. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram. It's the fastest way to get to me. Dante sure is a sassy bird, 100%. 100% the birds are mocking me. They also choose violence every day. He's just happy he's getting a gym. I'm still flying on that edible I ate this morning. Holy shit, we did it, folks. We caught up on chat. I didn't think it was gonna happen, but anything's possible if you work hard enough and persevere. Is that little like fluff going down? What else we got going on in 2023? I think that was most of the stuff that I wanted to get out. The YouTube changes, the name change. Obviously the collab tour is going to be happening. You guys haven't seen Johnny unless you're on my Instagram. Johnny's probably going to be a bigger part of the channel. BMX Johnny on Instagram. I don't think he has his YouTube going. Jesus, I don't think he has his YouTube going yet, but he will soon. He'll probably be in a lot more of my videos. He's going to be like my buddy, my travel buddy. So we're going to be going to a lot of places together and like road tripping. Just makes it more fun to road trip with a group of people rather than like just me, or if Renee can come, just me and Renee. There'll be like a group of people going. So it'll be fun. Johnny's a cool dude. Really passionate about his stuff. I'll do a collab with the video with him as soon as I make it over to his house. He does a lot of venomous stuff. So cobras, beaded lizards. He does elephant trunk snakes, not a venomous, but really cool species. He has a cool, unique collection. So that'll be a good video to make. And it's just, It'll be cool. I think you guys will like him on the channel. I can't imagine why not. He's very he's very into the whole education and showing animals in a positive light, which I do enjoy. But he's not like, for me to really like someone, to like want to hang out with them a lot, you have to have that mindset of like that positivity and not thinking of reptiles as like whatever. But also you can't be too far into anthropomorphizing animals, because there are people that are like, oh, reptiles are awesome, but then they go a little too far, right? And they're like, reptiles, my reptile loves me so much, and it's this cuddly, oh my god, look at this squishy. And I can't vibe with that. I don't like it, because at the end of the day, they are reptiles, right? But he has a good mixture. He's a good balance, and he's a cool guy. That's I guess that's my part about Johnny. Cool guy. Did you change your name? I think I still need to do Facebook and Snap. I'm on Snapchat as well, by the way, guys. So hit me up, Dakota. I think it's still DBCB. I have to change it to Dakota Blue Exotics, but DBCB Exotics on Snapchat. We're doing short form content over there. It's been okay. Snapchat's difficult, man, because they have to like a submit policy where you don't just post stuff; it has to go through with them, and they've been shutting down a lot of my stuff, which I find funny. I think it's because some of them had the TikTok watermarks. I'm just downloading stuff off of my TikTok and reposting it, and I guess they don't like that. But I think I've posted like 12 videos, and only 4 or 5 of them have been like released into the Snapchat, whatever it's called. But yeah, I'm on Snapchat. So Facebook and Snapchat, I think, are the last 2 I need to switch. But other than that, it kind of depends. I've talked to him a little bit. It just depends on what we want to do. Like, do we want to see Tegu's breeding? Do we want to see Tegu babies hatching? Like, what kind of video do I want to? Because I can kind of go down there whenever. It's really easy. I have grandparents close to him, and so it's a very easy flight. It's a very cheap flight. I really want to get the Urban Rescue Ranch, dude. Like, cause he's in Waco, which isn't too far where I'll be. I can't get a hold of him. So if anyone has a connection to the Urban Rescue Ranch, let him know that Dakota wants to do a video with him. It's difficult to it's been difficult trying to get in touch with him. It kind of needs to be like word of mouth. Like someone needs to know him personally, and then that person needs to say, Dakota has been messaging you, answer him, you filthy casual. And then we'll do an urban rest. So that's kind of my big thing, is just figuring out what kind of part do we want to see of Joey's ranch, and then also when can I get that Urban Rescue Ranch collab? Because we have a few stuff to do in Texas. We have him, we've got Joey, potentially Urban. We have the DFW Serpentarium, which is a pet store owned by DYN Animal. We have, is Jesse in Texas anymore? I can't remember. We might have Jesse's Jungle. I think he left Texas though. And then there's someone else. There's like 5 people to do collab videos in Texas. I just don't remember all of them off the top of my head. Rear Fanged. So Boega mostly, and that was mostly at Nerd. Nothing that's gonna mess me. I don't have venomous experience because obviously I live in New England, and there's only one person in New England that has venomous, and it is who I went to, Kevin McCurley. So I don't have much venomous experience. I'd like to go down. I'd like to maybe Johnny. Maybe Johnny can give me some like apprenticeship, some tips. But as soon as we do move, West Virginia or Pennsylvania, whatever allows exotics, most likely West Virginia, I'll definitely get into like some venomous stuff. I think it'd be cool. LOL, my Lychee loves me. When I have food, he will love me if I don't. Nah, man, my Tokay loves me, ... Is Florida still on the cards for 2023? For sure. I mean, I believe so. I don't think anything has, nothing's changed. It's just about getting down there. It's a bad time. I'm thinking spring. It's just right now I can't really do any. Obviously, the New England thing happened. That was not planned. That was totally. I never thought that was going to. It's such a strange chain of events take place that like totally shift everything, right? Like I never thought in a million years, especially after doing those dumb videos, that I would ever do a collab with New England Reptile, and I got in and I did it. That's a huge thanks to BMX Johnny for setting that bad boy up. Couldn't have done it without him. So, but as far as like traveling, winter is always the hardest. I can't sell animals. I don't have much animals to sell, even if I could. And everything's just more expensive. My heating bill is right now, it's about $700 here, and it's about $500 to $600 in my building. So I have about a $1,200 electricity bill once a month. It's just all my bills. YouTube gets cut, if you guys don't know. After December, Christmas, advertising gets cut because people just don't advertise right now. So my YouTube money goes down about 20 to 30%. That's what I wanted to say. I remembered. If you guys don't remember, I was having trouble figuring it out. I gotta take a drink. Talking's tough. No more cussing. And I know I've been doing it. I really got to stop. No more swearing in 2023. We have to be very family friendly. YouTube. So I've been trying to figure out my YouTube money has been going down. Like, I think it's down probably 45%, which I know doesn't sound like, but could you imagine working your job and then 1 week they're like, yeah, we're going to pay you 45% less. We're not going to tell you why. You're just making a lot less money now. So that's been happening. It's really been freaking me out because I'm like, I just lost hundreds and hundreds of dollars from this month to this month. What am I doing? And it's because YouTube recently made a new rule about swearing. They're really tightening up on profanity and swearing, and it's retroactive. So it's like they're not going to demonetize you for it, but they're going to limit your ads and they're going to cut your YouTube money. And ever since, because I've been backtracking then of like, well, when did that rule go into place? Since it did, my money has gone down that much. It's been a gigantic switch. So no more swearing. I know I've said it before. I know I've said it a couple of times, but like for real now, it's like it's hurting the bag. I can't do it anymore. I gotta chill. It sucks. YouTube's really gone down the drain, if I'm being completely honest. Like, do you guys? I don't know how old everyone is, but if you're like semi-old like me, YouTube used to be like a really cool place, and it used to be about the creators, and you would just like make videos, and it was about creativity and everything. And I believe advertisements on YouTube was the death of YouTube. When the partnership program became so readily available for every creator, I think it killed YouTube because now it's all about the money. Now I'm not competing with just people like Brian Barczyk in that higher production style, right? Like we're competing with television, right? Television is coming onto YouTube, Saturday Night Live, NFL stuff, all of that kind of stuff. We have to compete with those videos on this platform. It makes it so hard. It's very difficult. And it just sucks. It's all about money now. YouTube's just getting tighter and tighter. I really enjoy watching like horror game YouTubers. It just I want to check games out. Like I didn't check out Castola Protocol because the hype was in it and I wanted to play it. So I didn't like check out reviews or anything like that. And I played it and I thought it was dog shit. I didn't think it was dog shit. I thought it was like very mid. Like Costello Protocol's the middest horror game I've played up to date. There's been a long time in my life where I've played a video game and when it ends, I'm not like God of War. When I finished God of War, it hurt me a little bit because I was so invested in that game. It's just a masterpiece, right? When Costello Protocol ended, I was like, okay, it's over. I deleted it to save memory because I'm like, I'm never going to replay this game again. It was lame. But anyway, I like watching horror YouTubers for that to kind of get a gist of like what the game's going to be. And a lot of them are also like any horror game YouTubers getting hit hard with limited ads or demonetization because of blood and gore, even though it's not real. It's just shit like that, man. It sucks. YouTube's not the place it's going to be or what it once was. I'm really excited. I know Amazon's potentially, shush. Making their own platform for YouTube. I'm excited to see if it comes. I know they bought some domains a little bit ago on I can't remember what they called it, but there are some domains that are supposed to be a YouTube competition. So I wonder what happens with that. We'll see what happens. I still think it's going to be a few years out, but I would love some competition for YouTube to get their shit in order because they're really just fucking everyone. They're just fucking us over, and it sucks. But you know, oh, of course they won't, because YouTube's making money on those advertisers. But all YouTube wants to do now, it's not about keeping the creators happy, it's about keeping advertisement happy. So people don't want to, you know, they want the most and it's so frustrating. This is my little tangent right now, right? It's so frustrating because like there is a YouTube Kids platform, right? You need to be 13 years or older to go on YouTube, and if you're under, you go to YouTube Kids. There already is a family-friendly outlet for the family-friendly community. And it's like Susan doesn't know she did that. It's like they're like, oh, there's a kids one? I didn't know about that. We're just gonna have to make the regular YouTube total family friendly, and everything's gotta be so nice and good. It's so frustrating. It's very annoying. Honestly, out of all my social media platforms, I think I hate YouTube the most. I love the community. I love you guys. It's definitely the best community building platform. But as far as just like what needs to be put into a YouTube video to then just get shit views, and everything's about YouTube Shorts, and I hate making YouTube Shorts. It just sucks. YouTube sucks right now. I'm not happy with it, but it's how I make a good chunk of my money right now. So, you know, I'm kind of like stuck still doing it. Get it out of your system. So who is the real king, particularly Python or Green Anaconda? Well, that's a tough one, man. I'll get back to you on that. PlayStation 4, if you believe it. If someone wants to get me a late Christmas present and a PlayStation 5, that would be awesome. I still am running my shitty PS4 that I got at release. Dude, this PlayStation is on like its last legs. Like it keeps giving me errors. It's like it's system core memory bad. I'll boot up God of War, Elden Ring, and the thing's like it cannot take these new games. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do need an upgrade. It's just, you know, $400 for a PlayStation 5 is a little out of my budget right now. Maybe if we sell some animals later on, I'll get it. But for right now, it's just not in the cards. Yes, I do know a few. It's already happened. So it's already retroactive. It's been happening for a few months now, at least a month or two, I believe. I don't know. YouTube just kind of sucks. And you've already seen it with the gaming community. There have been so many YouTubers that have switched to Twitch. John Wolf's a good example. Dude's been on the platform for like over a decade, and you've seen as time goes on, he posts less and less on his YouTube channel and is really more active on his Twitch. They seem to know how to treat people a little better, but I've also heard Twitch kind of sucks now too. It's like every platform just doesn't give a shit about the creators, and it sucks because like we're what makes the community. Like, I mean, not anymore. Creators don't make YouTube anymore. What makes YouTube is television and advertisements. Like, even if every creator left, there'd still be a following on YouTube because it's just YouTube movies, YouTube cable, YouTube stars making movies, which is absolute. Who the fuck wants to watch a movie about Jake Paul as an actor? Get the fuck out of here. God, I gotta stop. Okay, but reset. No more cussing. Reset. My kids have that and stuff still gets through. It's because everyone gets offended by everything nowadays. Too many Kevins and Karens. This chat is so calm compared to the Kitchen Nightmares chat that I also participate in. Kitchen Nightmares is a great show. I don't know why. I just got to get that out there. Operation Kit Pagoda PS5 in 2023. Let's do it, boys. If everyone pulls together and joins Patreon, I can get a PlayStation 5 and I'll be happy. I don't think you guys get it. I mean, you get Patreon perks, but you guys don't get anything. You just make Dakota smile a little bit more each day. How much money does YouTube cut off the top of super chats and whatever? Oh, shit. I forgot about that. Yeah, YouTube cuts 30% of my money. So can I see that right now? I'm not on my stream. I'm just webcamming it. I forgot about that. So actually, we've only made times 0.3. No, not plus. My bad. Times 0.3 minus 61. Yeah, so we're actually only up to $42 because YouTube does take 30% of my money each time. It is what it is. But like I said, you can't do anything. Everyone does that. Patreon takes 20%. There's IG Reels bonuses now, and it's the weirdest monetization platform. I had it for a month, and I like hit. It's such a weird threshold because it's like you can make 5 reels and you have to specifically tag them as a bonus, and so those count as money. You can make 5 of them a month, and you can only make up to $100. And so I hit that like super fast, and then it disappeared, and I don't know where my money is. It said it like I have $100 from Instagram, but I don't know how to get it. Very strange platform. TikTok's the worst. TikTok pays me like a penny per 100,000 views. It's absolutely ridiculous. Twitch has some real issues too, especially with bots. I do admit, though, personally, it's preferable. I just think Twitch is a way better platform for community building. It's not a video platform; it's a live platform, and I don't do enough YouTube lives to make it worth starting a Twitch channel. Now I gotta change the YouTube name to Bakoda. That would just be too. I don't think I'll be able to. I don't think I'll be able to change it for a little bit. I think they make you wait like a certain amount of time. Live gaming. Who are the OG people that remember what did I call it? It was like Dakota Viking something, Viking Gaming. It was something like that. I can't remember what I called it. But there was a little bit. There was about 12 videos where about 2 months where I made a gaming channel and I was doing gaming content and reptile content at the same time. It just became too much, and it's very difficult in this day and age to grow a YouTube channel. Like, it takes a lot of work and a lot of multiple platforms to really get it going, and I just don't have the time. I had a lot of fun, which is why I think a Twitch stream would be a lot better, because it's just kind of me playing the game and giving commentary. It doesn't have to do a lot with editing and social media. It's just sitting down and playing. But the way Twitch works is the longer you stream, the more exposure you're going to get. And I don't have that 4 to 6 hours a day to just stream video games. It's not on the list, unfortunately. I'd love to do it. In a different world, I would definitely try to be a Twitch streamer. I like community building. I think that's my favorite part about all this and it's so better with YouTube. I really don't get it a lot with my other platforms. YouTube's the best one where I remember people. Obviously, Gary, I remember. There's a lot of new people here that I don't necessarily remember. Zoe's been here for a minute. I never know how to pronounce your name, whatever the X is, but I've seen you here for a long time as well. Who else do I remember? There's a lot of new people that I haven't seen I haven't done YouTube Live in a minute, though. What's a good starter reptile? Crested gecko. Just hands down, crested geckos are the easiest and best starter reptile. I just did a video if you want to watch it on why crested geckos make the best starter pet. Are you going to re-release old merch designs with your new name, or do I now have like retro? I talked about that a little bit earlier. Probably in a couple weeks it's going to be changed. So get your limited edition DBCB merch before it gets changed to Dakota Blue. What would you say your physical style is? Goth? I don't know. Tatted up dude. I'm 27 at this point. I don't have time to worry about like what my style is. I have the same shirts I had when I was like 17 or something. I don't go out and buy new stuff. If I have new shirts, it's my own personal merch. Tatted up dude. That's weirdo reptile guy. That's my style. Dude that wears too many flannels. Michael, I remember you. Wasn't your thing, or maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Someone was M&M Exotics, and it looks like the same thumbnail picture. Did you change your name, or because it does look like the same picture? I'm not sure. Yeah, dude, we've been at it for a long time, almost 4 years. It's been a hell of a trip. We have like 500 videos out. And I know 500 doesn't sound like a huge number across 3 years, but if you think like each video takes roughly 5 to 10 hours to make, depending on how much effort I want to put into it, That's like thousands and thousands of hours put into these YouTube videos. But I've been in it as long as you have. Good stuff, good stuff. Damn, man, I got like that carpal tunnel or something. Yeah, I'm just streaming my art, so I'm a bit quiet. Art stuff does good, especially if you do like the fast, you like speed it up and make a short out of it. Those seem to do very well. Zpora. Okay, so like it's like, or is it Xi? This is the problem with the text, man. Zypora, because like it doesn't X make like a Z or a Xi if it's with an I. I didn't pass high school, folks. You guys, this is over my pay grade. If it's not reptiles, I'm kind of done with it. You should make videos like Wiccan's Wicked Reptiles. He gets a lot of views just telling people facts. Well, that's why it's just the top fives. And I've done top fives. I did top fives a lot back then. I think we have like 50 of them are top fives. I get so bored of doing it. It's super hard to be creative and let the stuff go when it's just top fives. It's just the same thing over and over again, right? Cool little intro text, number 4, whatever, put a Latin name under it. B-roll, cool transition. And that's kind of the limit. The filming is difficult, especially if you're not talking about the animals that you personally own in your collection. It just kind of sucks. It's cool. I know it gets views. I'll definitely do more of them. They're not my favorite videos to make. I advertise your stream in mind. Well, I appreciate that, Zoe. I want to caress you so bad. My husband said I have too many pets. That's a bad spouse right there. You gotta get rid of that. You gotta get someone that lets you pursue your dream. You actually said it correctly on the first time. Oh, really? Okay, so Zpora. I'm second guessing myself now. I apologize. You actually said it correctly on the first time. You ever attempted it, and you have second guessed yourself every time. Your Mastics are cool. Not for me. I just, not my cup of tea, but they're definitely a cool reptile. Do you have any tips for bioactive Bavarians being a 24 by 18 by 36 for my Crusty as a project? Pothos. That's my tip. Everything else, if you don't have a green thumb, it's Pothos. Just, you can't kill it. It grows like a weed. It makes everything look nice. Pothos. The Instagram. Yeah, see, I remember this kind of stuff. It's what happened when you make a YouTube channel name when you're 14. Hello, that's right. He needs to get on board. On board with what? Did I miss something? Alrighty, folks. I mean, we've been streaming for an hour. I'm kind of out of the issue is I'm out of stuff to talk about. I think I talked about. Oh yeah. Okay, I got it now. I got it. I just kind of talked about everything I need to talk about. Let me think in my head. Maybe we can get some more stuff in chat going, but I'll try to think of something else that there is to talk about that needs to be talked about. But I think we went over everything. Oh, I mean, I've already told Patreon for a minute. I think I can spill the beans at this point. It's only 22 people watching. Snake projects. Here, at the end of the stream, I always divulge information that I haven't told anyone yet. But snakes. After the first time I went to Nerd, it's really got me into wanting to do snakes. So snake stuff's coming. We have some projects. I won't spill the beans completely, but we have 8 snakes coming in a couple of weeks. And we are going to do a co-project with the female carpet. And I'm trying to do a co-project with my BCI female. So as with geckos and lizards, we will also have a lot of snakes to look forward to in 2023. Fuck, man. Yeah, I've talked too much. My throat's starting to hurt. I will not let the past die. When are you doing the full jungle enclosure for the Quinces? So I got to okay. It was going to be in the spring. I wanted to wait until the weather warms up a little bit. However, after talking to Dustin, it's going to be pushed for a little bit because I want to get them super socialized, and I'm still not doing it right. I'm doing it better than what I was before, but after talking to Dustin at Nerd, I'm really going to I'm going to work hard on rebuilding the trust of my Quinces. I want to make them super calm and handleable before they go in that big enclosure. So it'll come in the future. It just depends on how fast I can work with them and get them It's not ball pythons. I'll give you guys a hint. It's not ball pythons, and it'll never be ball pythons. But it is snakes. There's a lot of species I've been looking into, but for sure snakes. What are you doing up there? Did you get something? Yeah? All right. No, you do you. I'm not trying to. What enclosure builds do you have planned for the new year? I mean, not much. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm just the problem is my building's temporary, and we are gonna move eventually. I don't want to do too much permanent stuff. I don't know if I mentioned this, but as far as the Argus build goes, we have to cancel the Argus build. I don't remember if I mentioned that in a video or not, but make a long story short, I don't talk about this too much because it's just not relevant information. My building's co-owned. Obviously, it used to be a horticulture building. That switched. Project went down. I was in a new career. That was a different career path I was pursuing before I started doing this full time. So the building's co-owned. The guy's been nice enough to let me do what I want with the building, and then when I move, he gets to do what I want. He takes over the whole thing, but he doesn't want me getting too like wooden enclosures. He doesn't want the building getting too transformed for what it once was. Because I think he's gonna go back to doing horticulture when I leave. I'm just kind of in his way right now, but it is what it is. So the Arguses are still going to be in grow tents. Unfortunately, it won't be for very much longer, guys. Maybe a year or two before we get out of here. It all depends on what the market looks like and how soon this not depression. What's it called? Why am I not remembering the word? I just said it earlier. Economic downfall. And I'll just say that as soon as that fixes itself. Nope. I did ball pythons. I'm not a fan of them in any way. It's not my cup of tea. I don't like ball pythons. I'm sorry. MVKs. I used to do Mexican Black King snakes. I actually sold my pair for I sold my pair at peak market value to buy my super red Tokay at the very beginning, years and years ago, and I still haven't bred her, but hopefully we're gonna do it this year. Not green tree pythons, emerald tree boas, and Amazon tree boas. We definitely will do later. It's just about getting the money for them. Those are a little expensive, but I do want to do some arboreal stuff. Again, just like with the ball pythons, I'm just not a huge fan of the green tree pythons. I'm not a huge fan of the chondro community. I don't know. It's just something about the chondro community I don't like. It's the same with the carpet community. I'm just not a huge fan of like how they act, I guess. Not like how they act. A lot of that stuff's very locale and lineage based, and it's just not a community I like very much. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm much more into the designer stuff than the locale and lineage type style of genetics, if that makes sense. So I want to do more stuff. Of course, I'm doing emerald tree boas, and they're probably the same thing. I don't know. I just like the emerald trees better, I guess. I don't know about the Mexican blacks. I mean, maybe, probably. Always. I mean, at this point, the market's really evened out with them. They're not very expensive. I can always just spend $400 and get a pair and grow them out. What up, Dakota? I really love your content, brother. Always excited to see a new video drop. Hey, I appreciate that, Chris. Good shit. Good shit. Recession. That is the word I was looking for. Thank you, guys. Oh, that went over my head, man. Nope, not hognose. Again, I don't know. If I was going to do ball pythons or hognose, I would go back to ball pythons. I just have zero interest in working with hognoses. I know they're cute. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't see the appeal of them. I'm sorry, guys. I already do cresties. They're like cute enough. I do not need to do hognose. It's just, I don't like the morphs. They're not really cool to me. And the snake itself doesn't do it for me. How's the jungle carpet doing? I miss seeing her on the channel. She's doing good. I'm starting to power feed her, trying to bulk her up for breeding. I'm doing a co-project with Reptilian Exotics. Well, I hope I said that name right. Dude that's local to me. Yeah, I think we're pairing her to a ocelot. I want to say an ocelot jag, but maybe not jag. Maybe it was an ocelot something else. But he has a nice male for it. It's going to pair well with the jungle. It'll be cool. So that's going to be happening next year. I just need to bulk her up a little more. But she's doing great. It's just the jungle carpet stuff didn't do well on the channel, so I just stopped making it. But I still have her. Orange, I think Halloween Amazon tree boas have to be my favorite. Did you get a GED? Yeah, I got the GED. It took me like, I never studied for it. I just went and get it. I'm not as stupid as I like play it off. It's just, I just make a joke. I didn't pass high school, so it's like my excuse to be dumb. But yeah, I do have my GED. I was into like a lot of bad stuff and I just left high school. I think I got kicked out actually. I can't remember. It's not house snakes. I don't know. I mean, house snakes, come on. I'm sorry, guys. Tricolor hognoses are cool. I'll give you guys that. Tricolors are cool. Everyone else, not that cool. But they're also burrowing species. Also, people expect them to be out in display, and they just aren't. I have a retic, boa constrictor, blue-eye Lucy, ball python, and Amazon tree boa. Man's got face tattoos. He's not concerned with cute. I think that's chat comment of the day right there. All right. I mean, I'll give you guys a little taste, and I don't know. It's just stuff I'm interested in. Emerald tree boas, Amazon tree boas for sure. White-lipped pythons would be really cool. Dwarf retics. I love reticulate pythons. I just have kind of a. I kind of have a more. It's not. This is not me slinging beef on retic breeders whatsoever. But personally, for me, I don't think this many people, as many retic babies that are coming into the world, I don't believe there's enough homes for them. Like, it's just like with sulcatas, right? Sulcatas are awesome. I love my sulcata. I don't believe most people can own a sulcata tortoise when it's full grown. I don't think most people can take care of a reticulated python when it's full grown. And it's with that in mind, I can't change the opinions of anyone else, and I don't want to change the opinions of anyone else. The only thing I can do is work on myself and what I personally believe in. And I don't think the mainland retics, I don't think they're an animal that should be produced as heavily as they are right now. Dwarfs are a different thing. Yep, Garrett at Reach Out. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to be, I think, I have to check my emails. I did email him, but I definitely want to do a collab when I'm in California with Garrett. Is he in California or is that Brian? No, Garrett. Where the fuck is Garrett? He's not in California. Brian, fuck, I can't remember. Long hair Brian, that doesn't have long hair anymore. He cut it. He has retics and bloods and other stuff, I think. Cusco. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I do want to talk to him, but dwarfs I think are cool, right? Because you still get the reticulated python morphs for the most part, the face and personality, but you get it in a boa size, not a 16 to 20 foot size. So dwarf retics, I think, are my good little like compromise to that. There are some rat snakes I'm interested in. I don't really want to do anything that's really mainstream. It just doesn't catch my eye. Most boas, I mean, there are cool boas, but I'm talking BCIs and BCCs, not like the whole genus of boas, but the constrictor boas, right? I don't like the breeding they go. I'm not a super big fan of live bearing when you're talking about mass projects like boas. Corn snakes, I just don't care for. Ball pythons, I just don't care for. I think those are like the big. So I want to do a bunch of offshoot stuff, rare stuff that when it comes to my snakes, the quality will be a lot bigger than the quantity. I will do big quantity for my geckos because I'm just a gecko and lizard guy, but I do want to do those like more like Amazon basin tree boas, right? And just rare offshoots of rat snakes where I only produce like a couple of clutches, but it's just like a really unique and rare species and just kind of like an offshoot of the usual stuff. White lips is a big thing I do want to do because I don't see many, if any, people breeding them right now. It'd be hard to beat Garrett at Reach Out Reptiles. I mean, yeah, Garrett really is like he is the dwarf retic guy. I just think they're cool. I mean, just a couple, you know. I don't have to get big into anything. I'm big enough into like geckos. I really don't need to like be huge in another thing at this point in time. Mako's friends are experienced reptile people. They have gotten their first sulcata tortoise and their first tegu, so I'm having fun learning how to help them take care of their animals. That's awesome, man. My sulcata, if you guys, you got to be on the Instagram. That's where I do most of my like IRL updates, I guess. But we just got second year Christmas photo with the sulcata Wilson. Very exciting. He got like double the size. He used to be like this big of a tortoise, and now he like is about the size of the palm of my hand at this point. He's probably the size of like a Russian tortoise, like a good, not a full adult, but like a sub-adult Russian. That's another reason why we got to move. I got about 2 more years before that sulcata is gonna need to like start figuring out. And the whole thing was I was supposed to get out of here, but obviously life and markets have dictated, had other plans for me. Hi, I knew. Oh wait, that's bad. Don't do that. I would love to go to Camp Kennan. It's it's just a matter of like getting into contact with Kennan. Obviously, since he had some theft going, he's definitely a little more wary of having people come. But I don't know. I think in order to get into Camp Kennan, I have to do other collabs with other people and meet other people. So then Kennan knows, like, I'm not, because for me to go up to Kennan right now and be like, I'd love to film your collection, I'm just some YouTuber, some smallish YouTuber, right? I don't have much networking out there with like big name people so far. So, I mean, like Brian met me once and Kevin met me once, and that's kind of about it when it comes to like the big pillars in the community. But I think once I do some more collabs, I think and I'm not trying to put words in Kennan's mouth. I've messaged him. I don't think he's seen it. And that's just because he probably gets so many messages a day. So I don't know what Kennan thinks. I'm just like, if I was in his shoes, I would think the exact same way, especially having that happen to me. I hope I can do a Kennan thing. I look up to him a lot. I think what he does is he probably has one of the coolest facilities, outdoor places that I've seen out of all the reptile people. He really does it right over there. Yeah, Cusco. I got it right. Hello from Illinois. Hey, Amanda. We got Amanda. You. I guess you've been a member for a little bit. So you got a different emoji. You get a new badge depending on how long you've been a member. I think you've been at least a couple of months. I can't see it very well. It's very tiny on my screen, but you got the cool badge, and it means you're a cool person, definitely. Well said. I totally agree. Mainlines are beautiful and all, but way too much snake for most people to handle. Dwarfs are a great alternative and just as beautiful. Exactly. That's my, yeah. Couldn't have said it better. Oh, dude, Boega, absolutely. I don't know if you're new, but like Boega's my absolute favorite colubrid. You'll see, I was geeking out at Kevin's collection of them because I got to see like some really cool mangroves, dude. Oh no, mangrove snakes, yeah, Boega. Yeah, definitely Boega. I'll be dropping some big money at Nerd for their captive bred Boegas when he finally releases some. That's just a species I would love to get into. Bismarck. I don't think I've ever heard of Bismarck pythons. Bismarck. Here we go. All right, let's check it out. Oh, they're cool. Oh, ringed pythons. Yeah. Don't they get kind of ugly as adults? They like brown out. Yeah, they do. They get like really brown. I don't know. Maybe. It does seem like a little offshoot thing. Yeah, ring pythons. I know about those bad boys. Tribo is awesome, and they don't get big at all. Have you thought about reaching out to Garden State tortoises? Is Garden State in New Jersey, or am I making that up? I would love to do a collab with Garden State. I gave you his email. I didn't email him. I only messaged him on Instagram. So when I did like my mass message of every content creator I could to see who wants to collab and who doesn't. Probably not the best way to reach people, but you know. I fucking wish I would. I would. Bro, it's so difficult because like Adam is like, he's the new big channel, right? and we started at the same time, and so it's so difficult keeping up with his style of stuff because that's kind of like he's the new level, right? Like his production value and how he films and how he does his just like the production value, just to sum that all up. That's kind of like that's the new level to hit if you want to start growing on YouTube. Potentially, it's like the best way or the most general way if you want to say that. And the thing is, with how many views Adam gets, Adam makes good money on YouTube. I don't know how much specifically, but I know how much money I make with my views, and he makes about 10 times my views. So that kind of puts stuff in perspective on how much money he's making. And that kind of that gives you the freedom to like do all PVC cages, new equipment, better lenses, double cameras. And it's just the biggest problem with me, right? Is I've dumped thousands of dollars into my equipment, and I can't keep going bigger and better with it, right? I need to wait. It's gonna happen, right? My moment's gonna come. I just got to be patient. I know there's been channels on here like we talk like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast did his channel for like years and years before he became like blew up. Like I know people that have been going on for like 7 years before their channel really popped off. So it's gonna happen. It's time. It just takes time, and I'm not in a huge rush. I would love to be making good money and really like redoing a bunch of my stuff and just having like better, cooler stuff. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to the cash. That's the big thing. I definitely think I went full time too soon. I could have done a lot better stuff if I still kept my job. But COVID happened. I saw an opportunity and I took it. And you kind of have to just do what you do, you know? I'm not going to go get a job. I've been doing this full time for too long that I'm not going back to a 9 to 5. I can tell you that. We'll make things work as we make things work. How's it going, Texas Chainsaw Tortoise? Bob Clark is the retic goat for sure, 100%. Legit, I think you'd probably hit it off great with Justin from Bite Force. You both are very straightforward. I messaged Justin. I don't think he is on his Instagram. I don't know how to reach him, I think is my biggest thing, but I would love to collab with him. I know he's getting his stuff together with his new place and all of that. So I know he's busy, but that would be another great collab. I would not get a toucan. Before I was big into reptiles, I bred and I didn't breed, but I worked for a breeding company. And so I took care and hand raised all of their baby birds and raised them up to sell. And we worked with a couple of species of toucan, and then like the offshoot, I can't remember what their name is, but like the cousin of the toucan. I don't really like fruit eating birds and like soft diet birds, so I clumped lories in that too. Their poops are so awful. We had to put plexiglass right behind all of our lorry cages and toucan cages because they shoot out like projectile shits, and it's just wet and gross, and it's not fun. So I would not get a toucan. There are definitely other birds I want to get. Definitely not a toucan. Unfortunately, you'll catch me a lot more forward with getting a Eurasian owl than you will getting a tokay or a toucan. If you get to Snake Discovery Build Off, we'll be at the Snake Discovery Build Off in 2023, and we will also be at AnimalCon as a creator in 2023 as well. So that's good. So, that's just the stuff like, we're growing. Like it's such a small, and we're in a downturn right now. We're kind of like plateauing. We're growing very slowly. It is what it is. It happens. You get ups and downs. But we hit Snake Discovery Build Off, and we hit AnimalCon 2023, and that's cool. Like last year we didn't. This year we are invited. So we're growing, and you just got to keep looking at the positives. You can't get stuck. I've gone so many times where I get stuck with the growth and I start just going into a spiral, and you just kind of, you got to push that out of your way, and you just kind of got to keep looking forward. As long as you're looking forward on your mission, the growth will come. It's just a matter of time. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Incognito Beatbox. Good peace sign. I'll see you later. Kenan doesn't check his social media. You have to email him. All right, it's good to know. I'll send him an email after this. If you hate the bird poop, be prepared as for lychee bombs. It's the worst. I mean, I take care of fucking monitor lizard poops. There's nothing worse than a full-grown Argus shit. It's awful. I'm excited for you to be at the Snake Discovery Build-Off. I think the Build-Off's going to be interesting. I'm excited to go. I do want to go. I'm happy to go. I think it'll be interesting because it's like the build off is a lot more pet tuber um sided, right? So it's a lot more about like the pet tubers. And I'm not trying to say pet tuber derogatory. I know I've done in the past. Again, moving forward, I don't know. It just seemed the issue with like having a public platform, being in social media, like you have to like say everything because so many people will take whatever you say out of context and be like, "Oh, you called them pet tubers." Look at that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I always got to like make clarifications, I guess. But it'll just be interesting because I don't necessarily consider myself in that category, right? Like I talk more about my breeding business, whereas I feel like pet tubers talk a lot about their pets and like making new enclosures for their pets and kind of that style of content. I feel like I'm more channeled towards breeding. And so I don't know. I think it'll just be interesting. I'm interested to see what happens. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm definitely excited for the Animal Con too. I got a lot of people that I've been wanting to meet that are also going. That'll be a cool time. I know a lot of people that are also going to the to Animal Con, so it'll definitely be a good time. It'll be a nice party. We'll be doing some herping out there as well. That's something that I'm just a little bit more. Not that I'm not interested in the Snake Discovery build off. It just seems like I feel like my clique, I guess, or my group of people are more going to be at Animal Con than the Snake Discovery build off. Yep, it only took multiple videos of me making parodies for them to figure out who I was. Absolutely fantastic. Rome wasn't built in a day. Each step toward, no matter how big or small, is a step forward. I actually think we lost since I made that Jesus Christ, my shit's blowing up. This is what happens. I put down my phone for 5 seconds and I have 15, no 20. I have too much shit. What's this? There's like a war going on. It's fine. I'm sure it'll figure itself out. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, at the beginning when I first made this, like the most recent video, I lost 7 subscribers. I gained a couple more, and now we're like back on a pause. But like the graph looks like boop 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 boop, and then it's been going up more. So I guess people didn't like that. I was, didn't want to be drama anymore. I guess I don't know. YouTube's weird. Viper boas, I could see viper boas. I don't know much about them. I know they're being a lot more talked about now than they used to be. What did we get? Oh, we had 19% people saying no. Jesus. I'm still doing the bird jungle gym. Fuck it. Too many people said yes for me not to do it. All right, boys and girls, Nancy, I wrap it up. My throat hurts. It's hard talking this long for an hour and a half straight and not having like dead noise. But we'll start doing these like, I don't know. I'll do a solo one once a month, just to, like keep you guys updated and stuff. We should have one next Monday at 5, I believe. We're gonna have Logan over at M95 Genetics. He recently made the world's first United States captive bred this specific Tokay mutation. So we're gonna talk a bit about that. Very interesting story. I'm excited to get into that with him. But other than that, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on this little live stream for a bit. And I will see you guys on Saturday, where we get a great video, turtle conservation with Kevin McCurley. Very cool stuff. There's a lot of good information there that he talks about. Just a cool video altogether. That'll be coming out Saturday at 5, I believe. Sorry, Herp Town, but I can't. I physically cannot talk anymore. My throat hurts. But I'll see you guys later. I'll start scheduling streams better. This was just like I had free time and I haven't done this when I've wanted it. But I'll see you guys later. Say bye to Dante and goodbye.